One of the things which we had in mind all along through the Mythica series was to pit our team of heroes against another team of, not villains, just another team of adventurers. This gave us the opportunity to introduce some pretty fun characters into the Mythica world. So the team chasing them, Thorsten and Rezek and Kaya Beck, they're pretty similar to our team. They kind of adventurers and great heroes of great renown, and Kaya Beck is a wizard comparable to Marek. It was fun to pit them against each other and see who would come out victor. We even toyed with the idea of bringing in some characters from a past film we did, The Shadow Cabal.
So Nemeth and Kolomon were supposed to be part of this super team along with like another wizard, but then schedules and things didn't work out, so they were rewritten. I'm really happy with how it ended up. So we got one called Kaya Beck, who's this wizard who's very angry and moody, just finding joy in causing pain in others. And then I had worked with Jason Wade, who plays Rezek, and his character is just this brutish warrior.
He's an actor that we'd worked with before on Osambi, and since then I'd been offering him parts. Like every movie I produced since then, there's been probably some part that I've offered to Jason Wade, and we've just never been able to make schedules work. It's just sort of this tradition that I call up Jason Wade and say, hey, I've got a part for you in this new film, and then something makes it that he's unable to take the role. And so finally on this, I called him for the part of Rezek, and he said, yeah, I can do it. Came out from Colorado, where he, I believe, was living now, and just kind of nailed the role and kind of is the role. He got crazy, you know? And that's something about Jason, is that when he takes on a role, he really gets into it, and you can see something pretty intense there about him. Fills the role and makes it big. He's impressive looking and impressive sounding, and has the tough and mean edge that we wanted for his character.
James Gaisford came in and played Thorsten, and Jennifer Griffin, when she auditioned him, she said, yes, he's in. She was very excited because he has his long, lovely mane, you know, and his handsome scruff. Very good looking guy, very good actor. He's very good at action scenes as well, and so everything just tied in well with those three characters. They can ride horses, except for Ashley, who played Kaya Beck. While we were filming, we discovered that she was pregnant, and we did not want her riding a horse while she was pregnant, so we got a stunt double for her, so she didn't have to ride a horse while she was pregnant. What we tried to do with like this super team is they're the best at everything. And I think it's similar to like an old Seinfeld episode where there was the main characters from Seinfeld, and then you had like their better halves, and that's what we were trying to do here. Is you have Thane, Tila, and Marek, and then their better halves. You know, they're supposed to be more powerful, have things together, and that's why like Jason called them the super team. One of my favorite parts to film was inside the war wagon when the super team confronts our hero team, and they're sitting each other, you know, facing each other in the war wagon. And I shot it like they were in trouble at the principal's office. Visually, you see Kaya Beck, Thorsten, and Rezek like all sitting up, you know, kind of commanding and intimidating, and then you see the other three, you know, Dagans just come back from being dead basically, so he's all squished down, and then Marek looks guilty, and even Thane looks tired, and so it was fun to see the interaction between the two different groups and how they played.
The other big addition to the cast was our main villain in the film, other than Zorlok, of course, who is the main villain, but Admiral Borland Hess. This was a character which was initially written for a man, but we actually thought about it and thought, hey, what about if Eve played that character? That could actually be pretty sinister in a very different way. We cast Eve in the role, and she did a great job bringing this crazed admiral to life, this technological wizard of her time. She brings a nice sinister edge to the admiral.
I feast on the soul of the mighty Gojunpai.
With Matt Mercer, it was very different because I had never met him out of costume. I'd only met him with, like, once he comes to set, his contacts are already in, you know, and he already has all his facial stuff. So I never met the normal Matt Mercer. I met Zorlok. And he was great because he knew the character already. He's very professional and has such a great voice, and such the way that he delivers the lines I really enjoy. So with him, I remember one instance where I think we did one take. I'm like, great, moving on. He's like, what? I don't get another one? I said, why? It was perfect. And he goes, oh, I'm not used to this. And so one take, it worked great. Why spend time getting it again when he delivered such a solid performance? And then Kevin Sorbo, we only had him for a limited amount of time on this film. And I had worked with him twice previous on a film called One Shot and then also on Survivor. And on those, I got to work with him a little bit longer. With this one, we had basically a day and a half to get everything we could with Kevin Sorbo. And he came prepared. He had his lines memorized. And again, it's always a unique experience for a director to come in with people who, who already have these established characters, and they've been doing the characters. So basically, letting them take the lead, but making sure that it still stays within the storytelling that you're trying to accomplish and where the film's supposed to go. But at the same time, it's great because you just get to let them do what they feel is right for the character.
So what you do is, when you headbutt me, stab me, it's tossed to the side of both losers, and then it's just going to be dodge.
Why don't I just headbutt and not throw it down?
Yeah.
Well, headbutt, you lose. I mean, I don't care if I use it. I want to fight.
You want to fight with your fists.
Yeah.